going to eat a command grab or not, but we're on to the next match.
Here we
have Ben. Ben.
Old school Starbase OG. Is really liking the game right now. He was an old school Fuerte player. He played Fuerte for the entirety of Street Fighter 4. And he says that he just really likes Karen because it's teaching him Street Fighter.
You know what, Ben, I've always thought was a very bright individual, also very nice, and I really like Ben a lot. But he's up against a PunkAssBookJockey.
PunkAssBookJockey, I like it. A real combination of cultures there.
Yeah, and I saw him last week. I have no idea who he is or where he's from. Most likely is a NorCal native, otherwise I don't see why you're here.
Right, exactly, right.
But he's on Ryu, and so far that first round going very handily to Ben.
And it's just been very straightforward frame trap games from Ben. The mid-range has been very jumpy, and we haven't been seeing the anti-airs to really stop that. I mean, Ryu, as far as I know, it autocorrects as well as it used to, right?
Yep.
The DP? Yeah, so we're seeing too many jumps here from Ben, and it's working out too many times.
It's worked out pretty much every time.
Pretty much every time.
Once he got the Oki, he keeps going for the mix-up. I mean, instead of the consideration of not quick wake-up, maybe just try to do a quick wake-up, force Ben to think a little bit quicker.
And
even if it's a setup.
It's one thing to see a bunch of jumps work out in a row and kind of go, okay, this round is a wash. But it should really be emphasized, one jump in, you can blame the round on that.
Absolutely.
Because it can turn any jump in that, even if it's blocked, it can turn into the rest of the round ending.
And absolutely, and PunkAssJockey right now has got Ben in the corner, unfortunately, lets Ben out. Throws a bad fireball.
I haven't really seen that.
You know, I was reading one of Daigo's breakdowns, and this character breakdown between Karen and Ryu is very comprehensive. If you guys have never had a chance to read it, it was on Jayuna's Twitter.
Oh, okay.
But it's a very good read. I highly advise and recommend anybody to read it.
Well, anytime Daigo really sits down and writes something, it's always turned into very useful information.
And as I'm watching this game, I'm thinking about the philosophy that he has. So his philosophy is Ryu should be up close on Karen because Karen actually dominates in the mid screen. I mean, that's pretty obvious. But she also does very well full screen because of that particular move right there.
Oh, because the fierce one being safe on block?
Oh, not because the fierce is safe on block. It's just on your fireball game. They can react to the fireball. Right. So your primary tool from full screen has no real effect, and the cost versus rewards benefits. It's heavily in favor of Karen.
It seems a little similar to Ryu Sagat from basically any game where they were both featured.
Yeah.
Where Ryu, you know, he's a well-rounded mid-range character, but when you're going against Sagat, it's like, I have to be in. I have to be close. And we have to find ways to safely get there.
Yeah. PunkAssBookJockey right now trying to create that momentum, but Ben not having any of it. Ooh. This could be big.
Good punish on sweep. I believe EX
I believe he could have EX
right?
DP, and I would have finished it.
That would have been plenty of damage, so I wonder if it was just an